Dick thinks you should be. All the potions you've brewed. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Once we tell them about the snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Isn't Moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Revelio. Revelio.
I still can't get over losing poor innocent Mary to those hideous spiders. She didn't deserve that. Didn't Clement? Thank you for stopping in. Be sure to visit us again soon. Nice doing business with you. Thank you for stopping in. Be sure to visit us again soon.
Revelio.
Oh, pleasure to see you again. Can't tell you how happy Milo's daughter was to get that watch.
Mr. Radley, do you have a moment?
For you? Always. You're a hero around here.
I'd like to know more about you, Mr. Radley.
Not much to tell. I'm a merchant, but I also make it my personal business to provide every customer with what they need.
Any interesting chatter going around the town?
The absconder's finally gone, so that's a relief. But enough of spiders, eh? Everything is peaceful now, or as peaceful as one could expect given the current state of the world.
What do you have for sale?
Anything I can help you find? Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate your business.
If you work all day with your hands, you're no better than a model.
Revelio. This looks intriguing. Revelio.
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Raven and I from the Ashlands. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Bombarda. Glacius. Revelio. 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 Aloha Mora. Revelio. Confringo. Defender. Repulso. Revelio. Confringo. Levioso. Depulso. Revelio. Stupid one. Stupid one. Revelio. Confringo! Defender!
Just the other day, and as for her affection,
Revelio! Defender! Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Accio. Glacius. Revelio. 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 Castle. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Revelio. Glacius. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Bombarda. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Flipendo. Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Depulso. Revelio. Incendio. If only Professor Fig could have seen that. Accio! Bombardo! Protego! Stupefy! Revelio! Revelio. Cabalso. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
With the spider that killed my...
Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio.
Thank you again for delivering those potions.
Nice to see you again.
Likewise. What can I help you with today?
I'd like to ask you a few things if you don't mind.
What would you like to know?
What sorts of things do you sell?
Potions. I brew each one myself, using only the finest ingredients. I assure you, you won't find their equal anywhere, even in Hogsmeade.
How did you come to live here in Cambridge?
I've only been here a few years. Used to sell my wares as I travelled. It was an exhausting life, but I never minded it. One day, my travels brought me through Cambridge. I fell in love. Though my travels continued, my heart remained here. So I eventually returned and opened this shop. Been here ever since. I shall live out my days here in Cambridge if I have any say in it, which I suppose I do.
Would you mind telling me a little about Cambridge?
You may have heard the good news that the infamous thieving troll has been dispatched. And none too soon, if you ask me. Was a time I believed that the troll's presence was good for business. Folks were more likely to purchase my potions if he took theirs. But I must confess that the absence of that monster is likely to make Cambridge a far more welcoming place for travellers and explorers alike.
What do you have for sale?
What are we looking for today? Thank you for stopping in. Thank you again for delivering those potions. Hopefully...
Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Bombarda. Compulso. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio.
Can't figure out why there's such a fuss over poaching.
Incendio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso! Revelio! Confringo! Accio! Revelio! Accio! Revelio! Accio! Accio! Incendio! Bombarda! Revelio!
Thought we'd forget about that goblin helm you nicked.
Accio! Incendio! Bombarda! Revelio! Bombarda! Revelio! Bombarda! Accio! Depulso! Incendio! Revelio! Revelio! Revelio!
What did you think you were doing? Our family for 30 years.
Ah, I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way. But that does not mean that she likes it.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
Revelio. Revelio.
What you did in Cross Wands was fantastic.
Could you remind me how the Daedalian keys work again?
When you spot or hear a flying key, you're to follow it back to its cabinet. I hope you follow some. If you open a cabinet, I'd love to know.
Revelio.
My fizzing whiz beer is still brewing. These things take time.
Revelio.
Thank you again for retrieving that Murmush artifact for me. Fascinating. Truly fascinating.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Why do students always frown? Patience.
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Bombardo. Protego! Stupefy! Revelio! Revelio. Protego! Stupefy! Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Depulso. Bombarda. Potato! Stupefy! Accio! Bombard! Depulso! Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Depulso. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Revelio. 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 Incendio. Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio.
If only I could get my hands on big for that student.
How long for a bacon and mushroom stew?
Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time.
Revelio.
Will be eliminated.
Accio. Bombarda. Incendio. Depulso. Accio. Confringo. Defendo. Levioso. Depulso. Levioso. Confringo. Protego. Stupefy. Defendo. Bombarda. Accio. Depulso. Revelio. Incendio. Bombarda. Incendio. Accio. Depulso. Confringo. Defendo. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Bombarda. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Depulso. Bombarda. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Depulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Bombarda. Depulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Flipendo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Flipendo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. 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 Revelio. Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio. 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 Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. A abandoned long ago, no doubt. Incendio! Revelio! Accio! Incendio! Accio! Levioso! Revelio! Confringo! Bombardo! Revelio! Accio! Incendio!
Man returns to the wolf.
You're the one who ought to be skinned alive.
Revelio!
They know the lies and falsehoods no one hides.
Incendio!
Nowhere to hide now! Levioso!
Revelio! Incendio! Confringo! Revelio! Protego! Stupid one! Capolso! Confringo! Revelio! Revelio! Oh, yeah. Revelio! Depulso! Accio! Incendio! Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. Professor, do you have time to chat?
I always have time for my students. How may I help you?
I wondered if I might ask how long you've been teaching at Hogwarts.
Well, it's been what now? 7 swift years. Time does fly because we have fun. Essential in my opinion. An eager, positive, and confident mind is the most open to knowledge, I find.
Some of the professors may not agree with your approach.
Well, each of us has our own style, I suppose. Some in the teaching field believe that hard work and dedication are the only keys to success. But they forget what drives those things. If one cannot fathom why some would expend energy on gobstones, then one is blind to the enormous power of play.
And that's why you teach the way you do?
Precisely. I strive to be the sort of professor that I would have enjoyed in school. My experience was less cheerful.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. It sounds as if your experience as a student was less than ideal.
Had I received a more traditional education, well, enough about my student days. You are here now, and it would be a shame if you didn't enjoy it.
I'll do my best, Professor. Thank you for the advice.
You are most welcome. Try to have a bit of fun today. Huh?
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio. I hope Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well, you'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more. How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only... you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student? Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children. If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
What could the headmaster want?
Gareth! Mr. Weasley, what are you doing here? Don't you have, somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor, yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago. Muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of your wig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
Well, there's one for my diary.
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror?
Headmaster, here, what could you want?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes! Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
Something is very wrong.
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the Ministry.
Professor, a word? Professor Black? Again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they are fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a head?
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
Hello, Professor Black.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
You call that a shine on those boots?
Professor, a word, please. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never understand.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Scrope's as hard a worker as any house elf.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
Ahem. Attention, student. The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight. Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle. Revelio.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
What do we have here? A demiguise. Mine now, demiguise. Revelio. Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. 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 Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Accio. Confringo. Accio.
When what was lost?
Revelio.
The brothers betrayed.
Revelio.
Statues.
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings!
I actually have some moons for you.
So you have. But bring me a few more and I'll show you how to improve casting Alahamora.
I'll keep an eye out for more.
I commend you for your...
Revelio. 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 Yes. Revelio. 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 Aloha Mora. Revelio. 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 The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the part. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. toujours pure. I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Revelio. Revelio.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? Revelio. That must be the pedestal. Arresto momentum. Bombarda. Accio.